With the recent John Wick promotion giving Payday 2 for free for anyone who purchases a John Wick movie ticket on Fandango, there may be people wondering exactly what Payday 2 is. Or maybe you just bought Payday 2 recently and you're wondering what you're exactly supposed to do, as it can be a bit daunting to just jump right into it. So, I'm here to help out. I should note though that I'm going to be talking about the PC version of Payday 2 and not the console versions. Payday 2 is a sequel to Overkill Software's Payday the Heist, but you don't need to play the first to enjoy the second. Story is loose and not the main focus of Payday 2, so there isn't much carryover plot-wise. At the most, you need to know that you heisted with a guy called Hoxton. He was captured during a botched heist attempt. As a result, the younger brother of Dallas, a heister, adopted the moniker. A recent update to the game allowed players to break out old Hoxton, who got his name back and is now just called Hoxton, with the new Hoxton now being called Houston. This brings me to my next point. Overkill Software, true to its name, updates this game constantly, providing new content for players, both free and paid. The content the game offers can be somewhat overwhelming at times, especially if you jump into the game right now with all the DLC. This feeling of being overwhelmed goes away as soon as you start playing the game. Long story short, this game can be described as Left 4 Dead with cops instead of zombies. The game is a 4-player cooperative shooter with a good amount of customization. There is a mix of RPG elements that affect how you play the game. You are able to customize your character in a lot of ways. From what character model you prefer to play as, to the little details of your masks, the developers have allowed players to control many aesthetic aspects of play. More important than that though, is the gameplay experience. There are many skill trees that a player can choose from, each with their own merits. From the Mastermind and Enforcer, to the Technician, Ghost, and Fugitive. Each skill tree has valuable assets to choose from. You can mix and match whatever skills you want to fit your playstyle. As a note, skill trees change often, so what may be a good skill now may be nerfed in an update, and vice versa. Generally though, there are a few skills that are universal for every character. You want to have the basic endurance skill from the Mastermind tree, which increases your stamina by 100%, allowing you to sprint twice as long. Acing the Transporter skill of the Enforcer tree is a must in Payday 2, since whenever you're not shooting cops, you're usually throwing bags. And acing the Transporter skill not only lets you move 50% faster when carrying bags, but you can throw them 50% further too. In the Technician tree, all players should consider the basic Nerves of Steel skill, which allows you to take 50% less damage when you're interacting with things. This means picking up bags, fixing drills, or any interaction with any object. The Ghost skill tree is home to many essential skills. Acing Sprinter is a must as it increases sprint speed by 25%, increases dodge by 25%, and lets a player sprint 25% longer before getting winded. Not only that, you increase stamina regeneration by 25%. You're going to do a lot of running in Payday 2, so this is really important. Acing Fast Hands is exceedingly important. You interact with and pack bags 75% faster than normal. The basic Shinobi skill is a must on doing heists in a stealthy manner, but more on that later. You move faster while you're casing, and whether or not you decide to go in loud or not, the extra mobility helps in every build. And finally, the newest skill tree is the Fugitive tree. The run and gun skill is valuable to every player as it allows you to move 10% faster no matter what you're doing. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There is almost an unlimited amount of possibilities in weapon customizations, loadouts, and deck specializations. There are many skills to choose from, no doubt. Some more useful than others, but half of the fun is discovering what build fits your playstyle the best. Once you've decided how you want to play, or what perks you want, you look for jobs using CrimeNet. Sort of a Craigslist for criminal activities you can choose from. There are two ways to do most heists: going in loud, completely disregarding stealth and mowing down guards left and right, trying to outlast the endless waves of law enforcement officers attempting to stop you in your tracks, and stealthing a heist. This can be a lot more complicated than it's worth, but I find this route to be a lot more tense and rewarding for me. It doesn't hurt that it also gives an XP boost. You need to quietly eliminate guards, make sure the civilians don't call the police, and keep things under control until you can grab the bags and leave without a hitch. Or try to stealth, fail, and attempt to get away if you can. To get back to the Left 4 Dead analogy, there are a few different special units that can prove to be more of a challenge than regular officers. Cloakers are units that have a resemblance to everyone's favorite Solid Snake imitator, Sam Fisher. Cloakers can sneak up on you with their invisibility and instantly down you and continue to beat on you until a teammate can incapacitate them. Tasers incapacitate players via their tasers. Players being tased are unable to aim accurately and will eventually be down unless the taser is interrupted by a stream of bullets. Snipers are long-range pests that can easily take you out if you take too long to eliminate them. Shields are a sort of pseudo-special. They're just regular police officers, except they have a shield that doesn't allow damage from the front, but are completely vulnerable otherwise. The Bulldozer is the most dangerous of all the specials. Built like a tank, they are nearly impervious to damage everywhere except the faceplate. Unless you're aiming for the head, you're going to have a very difficult time fending these specials off. All in all, Payday 2 is a really fun game that, although maybe daunting at first, isn't so complicated once you start playing. There are a ton of resources out there that can help any player in whatever they choose to do. PD2skills.com allows you to come up with and share your hypothetical skill trees. The Payday Wiki is a wiki site that is constantly updated to stay relevant and provides as much information as you would desire in learning the lore or general strategies to play. The official Payday 2 Steam community is where you can find a lot of announcements from Overkill Software and find a lot of good community guides. Be sure to comment whatever is on your mind, like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to keep updated with my videos. Thanks for watching.
Extra ammo over here!